Hey everyone, so in this video I want to be going through how you can see if your website's already listed on Google, and if it's not listed, how to submit it to Google for free. You're going to need two things. One is your website, two is an account with Google. They're both free. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Bobby, co-founder of BeMunchy Online. We've been helping businesses launch and get online since 2016, as well as rank them onto page one of Google through SEO marketing and help with paid ads. We've got over 100 5-star reviews across multiple different platforms and helped businesses within the UK as well as outside the UK. Less about us, and let me show you how to get listed on Google for free. So first of all, we need to check if your website's being found on Google. The only way to do this is going directly to Google and searching with the following search. First of all, once you're on Google, you want to type in site, colon, and then your company domain name, but put quotes on either end. Without these quote marks, you'll have everything related to your domain name that could be on third-party websites. You want to remember, we want to find out if Google knows about your website URL, and the same concept works for different pages within your business website. Once you've pressed enter, you'll notice the website appearing. Anything matching the URL that you've entered will start appearing on Google. Now, as a prime example, we can go check this URL and you'll notice there's nothing related to that URL appearing on Google. If this was your website and that was your domain name, you can essentially see no results are being found. Now, the main purpose of being found is so customers can actually find you, or even existing clients can find you, or if somebody wants to search your company name, you want to ideally be found. Otherwise, it's like having a high street showroom or a shop without having anybody be able to find you on a map or directions to your shop, or being able to find yourself online to drive more traffic. And without having that traffic, you're not going to get customers or any visibility on search engines where your competitors will be getting visitors from. Earlier in the video, I mentioned having a Google account. Now, this is where you'll need to submit your website off to Google Search Console. It's an excellent tool because it shows you so much more in terms of metrics, which pages are being found on Google, what search queries people are finding, and your average ranking position for your website. So first of all, you're going to need to go to Google Search Console. So you want to go to Google and type in Google Search Console, click on the first link, simply press Start Now. Now, if your website's not already been previously submitted to Google manually or by your existing web design company or an SEO company, you're going to want to verify your domain with Google Search Console, because if you don't verify your domain, that means anybody can have access to that domain and start submitting things and even removing things from Google. So with this tool, you can actually submit your website to Google, but you can also tell Google to remove your website. So you've got two things. You need to be careful that nobody has access to this account unless you trust them, because if they do have access to it, they could tell Google to not display your website on the search engine results, which is what you don't want. So first of all, you'll enter in your domain name here and press continue. It will then actually verify your domain, and this would normally get done wherever you've purchased your domain from. So you've got popular domain providers such as GoDaddy, Ionis, 123reg, Fast Hosts, and many more. And then once you've done that bit, you can actually press verify. You'll then have an account that looks something similar to this. The performance numbers normally start coming in after 24 hours, and you'll actually start seeing indexing. So you might wonder, well, why have you not indexed the 242 pages? That's because they could be terms and conditions pages, my account pages, and so on, that don't really need to be indexed on Google, or even a privacy policy page, as well as blog pages that we don't require to be published. So now you can see this is an overview. The screen you're seeing now does not mean your website is submitted to Google. This only means it's verified with Google. We still need to submit your website off to Google, and we do that by going to sitemaps. You can actually generate a sitemap if you're using WordPress with popular plugins like Yoast SEO or Rank Math SEO. If you're on a DIY building website such as Wix or Squarespace or Shopify, you can actually request that again. You can actually go to their help section and request for a sitemap URL. Once you have that URL, you want to then get the end part of that URL and press submit. For example, if I press submit, this will now tell you a sitemap is submitted successfully. And what you'll also notice is the date is shown here and last read, and it's success, which basically means Google have picked it up. Now, what you'll also find on Google with Search Console is you can actually go to URL inspection, type in a URL to see if it's actually been found on Google. So for example, I'm checking a homepage URL that's been found on Google. Whereas if I was to go check a different URL, like a testing one, I know we've not put no page here, which is why it will show you this message where the page URL is not on Google. Now, if this was a real page, you can actually press request for indexing. If you're thinking, well, why isn't that page loading? You can test the live URL, and then testing the live URL will come up with this, which basically means the page cannot be indexed because it's not found. And once you've got some history behind, so firstly, that's how you would check if your website's been found on Google, and if it's not, you then submit it to Google. Once you've actually got some clear data and it's been analysed by Google for quite some time, you'll be able to start seeing information such as this that's on your screen. So you can see it mentions the average position for us is 40 across Google search engines. And that's from around over 1,000 different keywords that we're being ranked for as a company. Some of them even being very broad keywords, such as UK website design. Our average position for that is around 4.1. Down below, I've put the link directly to Google Search Console, so you can actually create an account with them for free. And if you get stuck with indexing your website on Google, simply click on the link below and get in touch with our team, and we'll be happy to assist. If you found this video useful, follow for more tips. And if you're wondering, is SEO going to change in 2025? Click on our last video here, where I discuss everything about SEO and 2025, and if it's dead. And follow for more digital marketing and website design tips to help scale your business online. Thanks for watching.